I can facetiously say, probably singing a few bars of Sleeve Them On tonight, Tipperary saved us. We'll remain in Division 3. But what is your analysis of how that game evolved today?
I suppose it's sad reflection now. We have to let Tipperary do us a favour. It's very mixed emotions. Do you know what I mean? I'd be straight with you. If you told me this morning that was going to happen, and we'd have to take a bait and look really stupid, and Cavan survive, I would settle for it. Because the only thing today was Cavan football couldn't go Division 4, and that's the only thing I take home today. I mean, the rest of the disappointment. You'd be extremely disappointed, and the lads are extremely disappointed. We got 4-6 in, which is 10 scores to 12, and they ran through us. And if I said to them out there in the pitch, I say again, if you go and we do that against Donegal, we'll be bet home, and we have to look at that and sort it out. And it was really disappointing from that thing. But I'll be honest, as a human being, I'm just relieved that Cal didn't go down. And imagine going down, having played that poorly. It'd be a double dose.
We conceded 4 goals down in Wexford. We didn't think we'd do the like again here today at home in Breffni Park. But I suppose when things start going wrong, they can go horribly wrong, and that seemed to be the case in the second half particularly.
Yeah, they did go horribly wrong. We came back out in the second half, and we were fired up, and we got a point, and we had 2 or 3 other chances, and then we let 2 goals in, and it was all over. It was up to 4 goals, and most of the goals, we were looking at conceding about 2 in the first half. Defensively, we were exceptionally poor. You said, Wexford, can you remember that? It's 4 goals, and now we conceded another 4 today. Look, it's very hard to talk today because I'll be straight with you. The only thing in my mind is keeping Division 3 status, and I'm sort of really, really relieved about that. Because I wouldn't like to be the fella that was sort of tarnished with the brush that had brought Cavan to its knees into Division 4. But the bottom line is, unless we start improving, unless we do more and better things and look at things, and Cavan last year we had to win the last game. This year, I think these lads will progress. I know. There's no excuses in sport. It's the end of a long campaign. We don't have huge resources panel-wise, so when we start missing a few fellas, it gets sting. But that's an excuse. Bottom line is that we let 4 goals in, Sean, at the wrong time today, when actually we were coming well and demoralised ourselves. But we didn't cover runs, we didn't tackle, they ran through us. It was sort of Christmas for someone,
Antrim had physique there and cuteness as well. Aidan Gallagher in at full forward. We know what he can do, and Lopry, Owen Gallagher there as well, and Conan Duffin, and all those players. Simon McDonough out in the centre of the field. They combine particularly well for some good scores and the goals as well. And they really showed us how slick football can be played even on a damp afternoon, and we just didn't get to that level at all.
We didn't get the pitch. We dropped the ball when they were frustrating us in the first half. They had a blanket defence, which Donegal, that's what they do. We were playing around, we weren't patient enough, we weren't drawing them wide enough. Their sweeper, we tried to cause him confusion, that didn't work. When they broke, as you've seen today, after half time we said to Ron Flanagan to push up onto the sweeper, onto Sweeney, and you see we opened up like a can of worms. And the only reason I asked them to do that is that we were chasing the game. We were 2 or 3 points down at that stage. My preference is keep it tight and give them no scores away, but you wouldn't think that as watching that. That's a dismal performance, from a dispirited team perhaps, but it was dispirited. It's young, and when 4 goals went in, the heads dropped. They dropped a bit, but let's say, Sean, for the last 25 minutes I think we outscored them, and they kept going to the end. So that has to be commended as well.
We've spoken a number of times after games about intensity, and in a few of the league games Cavan had great intensity and moved the ball well, but that didn't seem to be there for long enough durations today. It was there at times, but not overall.
I think you'd be nice to us, Sean, yeah. I didn't think it was there. I think time count at half time was 15. 15 wouldn't win you a junior B match. That's the bottom line. That was said to them at half time. If you want to win games, you have to track fellas. If you want to win games, you have to make contact. And if you want to win games, you have to block. If you want to win games, you have to put your head where you shouldn't put your head. And you have to have a desire. Now, we all look at things going into the future. We've Donegal now. We have 5 or 6 weeks to get prepared. We have hopefully get a few fellas back from injury, and we'll go out with a full deck. But if you go out and do that, you can't stand over that, Sean. That's an embarrassment to the management. And we say here, when was that the last time when we had another embarrassment? But look, I suppose we went down one track this year, and we've nailed our master colours, and we've been lucky. Sometimes, yeah. I mean, I played some great games and managed some great games and got poor results. Today, we stayed Division 3, and that's the only message I have, is that we stayed Division 3 and we were exceptionally poor.
And I suppose there was no talking about motivation. You didn't have to motivate these players going out today. They knew what they had to do. That's the most disappointing aspect of it, Val, that they knew to go out and win before the home crowd the last game and not be depending on the Tipperary game.
Yeah, I look at it. Yeah, they did. And they did try. And I know lots of people say, God, that was poor. And I'm saying, they'll even say that themselves, that was poor. But like, it wasn't. Yeah, they were trying, Sean. You know what I mean? We gave the ball away, handling errors, stupidity on the ball. Even like, if you watch the goal chances they got, lots of them are turnovers. I think one of them was, you know what I mean, we had a shot landed in the goalkeeper's hands and it's up in the back in number 14 and it finished off the game. And that's what we have to look at, and this is a process. We're not going the right way, you know what I mean? That's another little blip on our thing, and it's not really acceptable. And you know what I mean? Look at, hey, Sean, you know and I know. And look at, I'm the manager, right? Can you stand over that? No. You know what I mean? Would you expect Gavin to put up with that? No. And that's the bottom line.
And as you say, we're heading on now for the Donegal game in the Championship, and it's not easy for Val Andrews as manager here today. You remain in Division 3, but you have to go on, I suppose, Val, and do the best you can.
I know, dude, come here, yeah, look at Sean, like, I look at my thing, like, I mean, the lads went out and they tried hard. It wasn't good enough, it wasn't even near good enough, but I don't doubt that they tried. And that's very, very important, and they tried to the end, and they are trying, and it's really difficult for young men in their positions, you know what I mean, like, you know what I mean, they're training, they're trying, and then, like, go out in a performance like that hurts them, fellas. And then, what I'd ask the people in Cavan is that, like, don't be going around sledding them and saying, I thought the supporters were great today. They were looking for something to support today, and unfortunately the team didn't give them. But, like, I mean, these fellas, like, I mean, they are trying, right? It's not good enough at the moment. We know that, you know that. But, like, there's no point in sort of walking on them and that, like, so I'd say they're good lads. They are talented. I still think, Sean, right, you know, I mean, no matter what you say or what we do, right, no matter who's here or who's manager, who's anywhere, right, Cavan have a great future. And that's it, Cavan have a great future, and they're still Division 3, and we can build from Division 3, do you know what I mean? And that's the way it is. Look, we have to play Donegal, like, you know, that is poor. You wouldn't be happy with the progress. I'm not happy with the progress. You know what I mean? It's difficult to watch.
Val Andrews, thank you very much.